Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be talking about Formula 1 and a bit more about motorsport quite broadly. Formula 1 today had, well, broadcast a rerun of the 1997 European Grand Prix, the season finale in Jerez. And this, followed by other ones that F1 have been doing, as well as ones done by the WRC and championships of the BTCC, have led me to think more about historic events and archives. And I want to start off by talking about the F1 ones. F1 has got a absolute litany of supplies. I mean, over 1,000 races. I think something like 700 of which you can watch back. And they've chosen some pretty good ones so far. I mean, just on the weekend, they had the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix, which for me is one of the ones that I think of as one of the best races in Formula 1. Maybe that's because of nostalgia. I mean, it was, 3 years before I was born. But at the same time, I think that the high attrition rate, as well as the kind of skill and the eventual winner being Olivier Panis with Ligier, is something quite fascinating. It's not really a story that you see in F1 nowadays. But at the same time, WRC have been putting season reviews up. They opened it to a vote between 95 and 2001, where 95 won, which is quite good for me because I have 2001 on DVD anyways. And they've also recently released, I believe, the 2004 season review, which I don't think I will be watching because, I already have that on DVD. The BTCC's been doing the race day with a difference, where you vote for your favourite one out of the past 10 years or so, for a particular circuit. So this weekend coming, they've got Brands Hatch Indy as an Indy, not the GP layout. And what they're going to do is put race 1, race 2, and race 3 as like the top 3 voted ones, which I think is pretty cool. And then they put in little features in the middle. I'd like to see more series doing that, especially if they had general kind of broadcast slots. But of course, with services such as F1 and WRC, they already have subscription platforms in which they would probably do them. That said, if they did use them to do that, that would make sense because, for example, I have the WRC plus the All Live subscription, which is around £90 a year, I think, at the moment, and that would really make it kind of its money's worth. That said, I want to end this video by talking about some other YouTube channels you can check out. These ones are pretty cool for like having digitized different bits and pieces. There's Deepius, I think that's how it's pronounced. Largely, I believe it's a German channel, but does like re-uploads of some old F1 season reviews. I don't know whether or not that means FOM are going to take it down or not, but for myself, where I don't actually have my wealth of them available to me, it's quite cool to go back to. And also VHS Rallies. Now, VHS Rallies is one of my favourite YouTube channels. I had watched it on and off, but when somebody in my comment section recommended there was one for me to check out, they were definitely one that I really enjoyed. Again, it kind of does what it says on the tin. Digitised VHS tapes, then uploaded to YouTube. And some of them are pretty cool. Well, I mean, they're all pretty cool. Some of them are much rarer than others. The ones that I've enjoyed have been, for example, not only the RAC reviews they're currently uploading, but the season reviews for the British Rally Championship. They have so many of them. I think I watched all of the ones from the 90s they've uploaded, because I have 2000 on DVD, so the DVDs start coming out around 2000. But all the way up to there, you've got VHS ones. And it's quite nice to be able to see some of the cars that I loved watching, and to see like a young Julian Porter as a rally driver in the Ford Escort. I think that's pretty cool. And of course, Gwyndaf Evans and a very, very young Mark Higgins and David Higgins. Anyways, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you are looking forward to any of those kinds of content, check out the content creators in the description down below. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.